Clear weather today, but it's heading out.
It looks that way because we got clouds moving in. That's what's going to take care of it. Another system right on the heels of the last one that brought the rain to Colorado and the snow to Colorado yesterday. Another one moves in. I don't think personally it's going to do too much to most of Colorado. I think the southwest corner, Durango, Cortez, the southern sections of the mountains, the San Juans, they might see something, either rain or snow starting tomorrow night, or by Wednesday. But I think we'll stay pretty much free of it here in western Colorado.
But these fronts moving in, it's got to be good news for the ski industry. Definitely.
At least the snow is getting here, and at least there's a possibility they might get a little bit in the next month. I'm not going to say people get your skis ready for next weekend, but it looks like things are looking up. Patterns changed a little bit, and some precip is coming in. Okay, let's take a look at the current conditions in Grand Junction. We've got 43, that's 6 Celsius. Winds are easterly at 5 miles per hour. That old valley breeze again. Barometer steady, 30.25 inches. Humidity 65%. Our high today in Grand Junction was 59. Our low this morning was 35. Normally at this time of year, 64 and 39. So we were actually not too far off from normal, just a little bit below. The record's 78 and 26. We've had no precipitation during the past 24 hours and 0.03 of an inch to date in the month of October. So that's the way the weather looks. Okay, we'll be back to talk about the weather and what's coming right after this. Rather interesting weather picture around the nation tonight. Let's look at the national map to start things off. We can go way back to the east and see some precipitation. This front extending from well off the east coast, east of Maine, all the way down through Texas and then to the southwest. And that's bringing shower activity and some rain to the eastern seaboard, New England, that area. They had some good rains there today. And ahead of this front, they had some record high temperatures, 78 degrees at Atlantic City, 80 degrees down at Asheville, North Carolina. Both set records for today. Behind that, the air is considerably different. Cooler air, temperatures around 50 degrees in the upper Midwest to Great Lakes area, and further on to the west through the plains and to the Rocky Mountain areas, temperatures mostly in the 50s and 60s. So rather pleasant fall-like weather in our area. However, we have some rain down to the south of us, not too far away actually. New Mexico, even in the northern areas, we're reporting some rain. They had some snow earlier in New Mexico, a lot of rain in Arizona and some in Southern California. In Texas, some good rain amounts down there also. That's where the next supply of moisture is coming from. That's what we expect to reach southern parts of Colorado and possibly here in western Colorado, but I'd have to say the chances right now are slight that we'll really see anything here in the Grand Junction area, or for that matter, areas north of here. But the moisture is available, so it looks like another shot of it is going to come into our area here in Colorado. The pattern has definitely taken a turn for the better, considering we need the moisture. The nation's low was 3 degrees. That is the coldest we've had so far this fall season. It occurred at Laramie, Wyoming. Undoubtedly, that was aided by the snow which was on the ground up there. The nation's high was 93 at Red Bluff, California, in the north central part of the state. And taking a look now at the state map for Colorado, clear skies in eastern Colorado, clear skies also in the northwest. Here in Grand Junction, partly cloudy, and as we go further south, more clouds move in, and most of the southwest corner of Colorado was reporting cloudy skies. The temperatures in many areas are heading way down once again, around the freezing point, if not lower, in eastern Colorado, where they're already in the 30s and 40s. Moving on to the west, already 36 at Eagle, low 40s throughout much of western Colorado, and they're headed down near the freezing point, with the exception of in the southwest, Durango reporting 50. They should be held up just a little bit due to the clouds in their area. Let's look at some highs and lows today that we had reported from western Colorado. The lows were in the 30s and 40s for the most part, although a few dropped below freezing at Silverton and Rifle, and while the highs ranged from the 40s all the way up to 64 at Rifle, which was also a warm spot in the state of Colorado. We'll be back to take a look at that forecast right after this. Weather forecast for Grand Junction and vicinity. Partly cloudy tonight and tomorrow. And with the high humidity, there is a possibility of a little bit of fog tomorrow morning. Lows 25 in Fruita, 32 in Grand Junction. Highs tomorrow near 63. For the mountains, revised, cloudy in the south tonight, patchy fog. Lows 18, make that 16 to 26. Highs 48 to 58. Aspen 20 and 53. Gunnison 20 and 52. Glenwood Springs 32 for a low, 66 for a high. Probability of rain 20% in the south late tomorrow, 40% tomorrow night. For the northwest plateau, the west central valleys, and the Four Corners area, clear to partly cloudy. Cloudy southwest. Scattered showers tomorrow in the southwest. Lows 20 to 35. The highs 52 to 62. Durango 32 tonight, 57 tomorrow. Rangeley 24 and 61. And Montrose 31 and 60. The probability of measurable precipitation 20% late tomorrow, 40% tomorrow night. And David, it's hard to believe that with all that moisture, all that rain that Colorado got, Grand Junction only received 0.03 of an inch at Walker Field. That fell in kind of a steady rain for a little while Saturday night. That's all we got out of it. We could have used a lot more.
Okay, thank you, Kurt. Upsets continued in the NFL tonight. Larry's next.